Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Come with it, brother. The force has awakened.
Actually, I was thinking about something as I was listening to the show, and it reminded me of something. This thing happened online, like years ago. Like it was this one brother in this group, and me and him was like oil and water. We was going at it. And I was trying to, I was trying to like come to some type of common denominator. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't being, just, going at him, just for going at it. I wanted to, come to some conclusion. Like, so I'm thinking that it was an ideological thing. Like, I'm thinking, well, he doesn't see my point of view, and da-da-da. So I'm trying to figure out ways to explain myself or explain my position better.
Right.
As it turns out, I had absolutely nothing to do with my ideology, nothing to do with anything. It had to do with some girl that he liked me.
Oh, goodness.
And what made me think about that is thinking about this whole nationhood thing and why we get so much resistance. And I don't want to feel like, I don't want it to come across like I'm being negative, but I got to keep it real in terms of my spirit and what I feel.
Yes, sir.
And what I feel is, I wish that I was in the queue because I would play that Tupac thing. This nigga's scared.
Yeah.
Because that's really what I feel. I feel like if we have a nation, and you said it so brilliantly last week, if we have a nation, it's the end of the conscious community.
Right, brother.
There's no need for a conscious community. Because you'll have a nation, you have a land, you have infrastructure, you have a place where you control policy on your land.
Right.
We can configure our nation to be any way we want to. The only thing that limits us is our imagination or creativity.
Right. You hear my daughter telling you? That's right, little mama. Yes,
so what happens is people, when they are vested in something, and you see this going on with the oil industry, we have with all the technology that we have, we can transition to limit fossil fuels. I won't say get rid of it. We'll still be dealing with fossil fuels to it, but you can diversify your energy so much with the technology that we have right now. The only reason why it's not done is because people have been making money and is firmly entrenched in the old way. It's the same thing with the conscious community. These guys are so used to hustling our people and making money off of the struggle and this whole thing that we going through every day. They don't want this stuff to end.
Right. Yep.
So they want to keep this going because they don't have a vested interest. If you're getting paid off of the struggle of our people, why the hell would you want that to end?
Agreed.
And that's the reason why me personally, I never wanted to, like when I do my shows, and Ambassador is the same way, all of us are the same way, BAIO, all of us. We don't take money from the people.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy that I developed the skill where I can work and I can make and take care of my own and I can sustain myself so that way I don't need to take money from the people.
Right, brother. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. It's like I really feel that niggas is scared. They just scared. They scared and they complacent and they're comfortable. Like one dude, I just posted a video of it. Somebody got my name in his mouth. So he's throwing up like, there's an affluent community in Texas or someplace. And I'm like, okay, congratulations. You want a cookie for that? We're talking about a nation. Are you kidding me? I already know that there's affluent communities in America with black people in them. Do you control the land there?
Right. Let me add to that. I can lend something to that that's very similar. See, years ago, right, I was, being a minister, I'm out the rock, and I tried to use my own self as a personal example. And, everybody knows that listens to me knows that I used to be a locksmith, and now I've moved on to the electronic side of the business. But even as a locksmith, as a black man, it was a very distinguishing position because, that's not something that you see a lot of black people doing. So I'd be mounting the rock and saying, yes, I'm the only black locksmith in this town, and praise is due to us, that next thing. So a person that was close to me but was really adversarial would always say, well, I thought, I seen a black man, and he works for such and such a company. I'd be like, what? And then after further investigation, you find out that it was somebody that was Puerto Rican or something like that. They worked there for 1 week, they got fired. But this person was constantly trying to find somebody to debunk what I was saying because it killed him that I had that distinction. I think this brother that we're talking about, this person that we're talking about, I should say, because he's not a brother, but this person that we're talking about, he sees your influence. He sees the people's magnetic attraction to you, and that really bothers the hell out of him because he doesn't have the same thing. So be that as it may, what he'll do is continue to take shots at you because it just bothers him that you have that kind of influence.
Mm-hmm. Can I say something? I wouldn't even dignify. Those people is not who I'm talking about. Those people are not the ones that we should give energy to because they're not on the front line with anything, and they haven't been. These are your bloggers. These are your YouTube guys that have these personalities that just come on to troll people. I'm talking about having a dialogue with the people that's actually on the front line, such as the Amin Ra Squad, who I don't believe are scared. I believe that these brothers are, they are serious researchers. They have, Dr. Mayat. They have some serious people on that squad that we could build with on a real dialogue and get some real information, some real structural information from them because they're not on the hooping and hollering like that. Those are the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your guy that's commenting or what. I'm talking about the people that's actually putting it out there, putting their face out there, their name out there. They're out there. That's what I'm talking about, and make the nationhood a talking point so that they can start to be included in the talking point of it.
Yeah, I agree that nationhood definitely has to be a talking point, and it would be nice if the people are actually listening to have that talking point in their mouth. But I can't avoid this. I keep going back to that line in the social network. If you were the inventors of Facebook, you would have invented Facebook. I got a problem with the fact that we've been talking about this stuff. Are we so brilliant that you know what? Oh, snap, we need a nation. Like, we are so brilliant that we just thought that up in 2015. That's the part that's killing me, son. It's really killing me. Why is it that this is we've had people that's been preaching this stuff from Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, all, you know what I'm saying, all the way down. And yet we've gone so far off from that talking point that now when you talk about nationhood, this is the part that bugged me out. And I don't know if Kala told you this. I think either Jonathan or Kala. They went to a UNIA Marcus Garvey group on Facebook, right?
Right.
And proposed a nation outside of America, and they shut them down.
What?
Yes.
What?
Garveyite. That's why I made that video, Garveyites Against Nationhood.
Oh, I thought it was somebody that called in the show. And you're telling me it was a group, and so what were they saying? They were saying
with Marcus Garvey, claiming to be followers of Marcus Garvey, yet they saying, oh, we can't build a nation outside of America.